Why don't we start off with your word of the day? How do you see today or this week shaping up?
My word of the day is selective. I think there are more growth opportunities ahead in 2025, but investors are going to need to be a lot more selective to find those growth opportunities. And the leadership that the Mag 7 provided to the markets over the last 2 years, investors may not necessarily be able to count on the Mag 7 to provide that leadership going forward. Frank, going back to 1950, there have been 9 times when the market has rallied by 20% or more in consecutive years. Good news is the market was higher in 8 of those 9 times. Bad news is only by an average of 3.6%. We need to be more selective in the new year to find growth.
All right, so I got to say, some of those historical data points that you're citing, we've seen over recent days have kind of fallen apart. Things like the Santa Claus rally, the S&P closing the year down for 4 straight sessions. So it seems like the market's seen a bit of a change. I want to ask you, are we set for another change, maybe later tonight? CEO Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia, speaking at CES. Do you think that has the potential? I know you say you're not that bullish on this AI trade, but does that have the potential, at least in the near term, to reaccelerate?
Yeah, I think so. I think Nvidia is going to remain as the hub of the AI ecosystem. The AI revolution is a very long road, Frank, likely filled with many potholes. There'll be more losers than winners, but Nvidia is going to be one of those winners, and they're going to remind us once again later tonight that the AI revolution is still going and is still strong.
All right, let's talk about the Fed. You gave us actually 10 investing themes for 2025. Yes. I just picked a few of them.
Sure.
One's bull market and earnings growth expansion. The other, the long game of artificial intelligence investing.
Yes.
We just hit on that. The third, though, the Fed adopts a more gradual pace towards interest rates cuts.
Yes.
We heard from Adriana Kugler, we heard from Mary Daly. That's kind of what they're saying. How does that change, or how should it change the view that people have on the market and their investments? Does that make you more nervous about the narrowness in the market, or do you believe that investors should stay more narrow? Maybe not the Mag 7, but just more narrow on mega cap tech names.
The path forward for interest rate is lower. Yes, we are now only expecting 50 basis points in rate cuts this year, as opposed to 100 basis points in rate cuts that we were expecting back in September. But we get another 50 basis point cuts in 2026, and perhaps another 25 basis points lower in 2027. If the path forward is lower short-term interest rates, accompanied by moderating levels of inflation, that provides tailwinds for both stocks and bonds. But again, don't limit yourself just to those 7 large cap technology stocks. Look to expand into other areas, such as biotech, such as aerospace and defense, and some of those smaller cap names that haven't participated in the rally just yet.
You know, Kevin, you're kind of calling your own shot right now. I want to get to your pick for today.
Yes.
What is your pick for today and why?
My pick is Axovant Therapeutics. Axovant Therapeutics is a smaller cap biotech company, about $4.2 billion market cap. They provide treatments for central nervous system disorders, such as major depressive disorder, Alzheimer's agitation disease. All of these areas are likely to be attractive to larger cap pharmaceutical companies who need to be more acquisitive to replace the lost revenue potential that comes from Congress putting pressure on them to lower their drug prices. They also have several large revenue-producing drugs coming off a patent. As a result, they're going to have to be acquisitive, and Axovant Therapeutics is one of the names that I think they're going to be attracted to.
All right, so this was our mystery chart. Looking at the charts right now,
yes.
It's down about 3%. If you go back to the election, remember the election was supposed to be a big tailwind for biotech, less
yes.
regulation, et cetera. In all fairness, it is outperforming the rest of the biotech sector. But why would you put money into a stock right now that's trading lower following what's supposed to be a tailwind? And you just mentioned some of the other just broader headwinds in the industry.
Yes. So their stock has been up double digits over the last 1 year and 3 years, and they have drugs in level 2 or level 3 approval status with the FDA. Our research suggests that's the types of companies and drugs that large cap pharmaceuticals are attracted in. And central nervous system disorders is one of the drugs that they want to add to their pipelines. So I think Axovant provides that potential.